What's going on, guys? Nowadays, many people are into sneaker reselling to make a quick buck, but many also have dreams of owning their own sneaker shop that has the potential to make millions. What people sometimes don't realize is the amount of work that is needed to take a sneaker business to the next level. There's countless things to do, from leasing a space, hiring a team, brand building, doing buyouts, and much more. It's anything but a quick buck. In this video, we talk with Mickey, the owner of the Mag Park, a well-established consignment shop with multiple locations throughout California. We go over how he got started, what made him successful, and what really goes into owning a sneaker shop. Alright guys, so we've been at the Mag Park for a while now. We've been with the homie Mickey. You guys already know who he is. He's been in numerous YouTube celebrity games and whatnot. To start this video off, I gotta ask you, what is it like owning a sneaker consignment shop?
I mean, the short story of it, it's a dream come true. The long story of it, it's not what everybody thinks it is. You know, it's a lot of strategy. I'm not at the shop every single day because there's multiple locations. So, you know, there's a lot of strategy involved. And then of course, you know, you want to just make sure that your team is giving their best customer service. Right now, we're in a tricky time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something that we've never seen in our lifetime.
I mean, I gotta ask you, how have you guys been able to maneuver your business with COVID and everything going on? I know you were saying you've been doing appointments?
Yeah, so that was kind of a tricky, different approach to things. You want to control the amount of people that come through here. Yeah. And in regards to like our mall locations, closed because it's an internal space, and it's also quite possibly one of our most successful locations to date. But because you can't do that, and I'll give you a real quick example. If you went and our store there and you tried something on, which we typically don't let you try garments on, you would have to hold that item for 2 weeks, sanitize it, dry clean it before you could sell it.
So okay, so with that being said, you're doing appointments.
Yeah, we did appointments, and then we're charging $10. Now, the $10 goes towards a gift card. The gift card you can use either the day of purchase or forever. They never expire. But the purpose of that is because if it was free, I think we'd see a lot of John Does and Jimmys and Billies that would take up slots for people that actually want to come shop. But what's cool is, like, you know, like you're seeing right now, we're pretty much all to ourselves. And there's a 30-minute slot for everybody for that $10. You get to shoot on the court, do your thing, and just take your time.
So like, that's probably something that when you brought up strategies, that's probably something you have thought about, which is the appointment thing.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And of course we got to take, you know, our staff's health into consideration. That's really important.
It makes sense, like right out the bat, it filters out all the window shoppers. You know, because usually when we're in here from the past, this place is packed. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you get your regular shoppers, the people that are spending bread, but you get a lot of people like me that just looking at the shoe and looking at the price.
That's the outside of the shop, but you know, let's go out back and I'll show you some other stuff. Hey man, nobody else is allowed back here.
Look at all these shoes.
You're an 8.5, right?
Yep.
I got something for you to see.
Okay.
In your size. And the box is a little beat up.
All right, older Jordan box.
The older Jordan box. You remember the anniversary 11s?
Yeah, the white ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the Jumpman was missing?
Dang, so, okay.
This is with the Jumpman, obviously, which is what considered a factory defect sample.
Don't they have these at like
One
Nike?
of 25.
Nike Town, right? In that whole display.
I'm not sure if that's a part of it, because I think those were made for that, but
damn, that's crazy.
Unicorn.
This is like, you're not gonna find this.
Yeah, one of 25 right here.
Yeah, I mean, this is also another cool thing. Experience-wise, you go to a Foot Locker, a Champs, a Shoe Palace, you're not gonna find like these things.
Right.
So also I gotta ask you, usually you're gonna buy someone's sneaker out if they want their money right away then, huh?
Yeah, it's convenience as well, right? Okay. You need the money now, like you're gonna get that offer, and it's not gonna be as much as what you could get if you waited.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they're gonna get their money right away. So that's.
What percentage are people usually doing that, like a buyout on a sneaker versus consigning it and waiting?
I'm gonna say right now it's leaning towards the 80-20, like 80% buyout versus 20% consignment. Yeah, we used to push people towards consignment because it's a lower risk for everybody. But at the end of the day, because you can make everybody also the most amount of money. But ultimately, I think, you know, if you get cash now and then versus it taking a month to get your check or whenever it sells, because it all depends on the pricing. You know?
All right, guys, one of 25 right here. What's the value?
$4,250.
All right, there you guys go. Also, what's really cool about what Mickey is doing right now is he has inventory in the Kill the Hype hats, which are obviously very hyped right now. So if you guys are looking for, man, this one's crazy. I just picked up this one right here with the upside down Lakers. They have a ton of hats, a lot of t-shirts, a lot of Bape, all the hype brands and whatnot. What has been the craziest thing, good or bad? What is the craziest thing about owning a shop?
I mean, look, I'll give you the bad up first just so we can get it out the bag.
It's like when someone says, I got good news, bad news. They want to see the bad news first.
Let's just get the Band-Aid off, you know what I mean? Probably the bad would have been, you know, us getting broken into 2 years ago. There was like 3 different instances. You know, we only spoke about one because it just got frustrating. It was when they finally took a sledgehammer to the window. And so that's been kind of the frustrating part, but we definitely have bounced back, you know, and you take all the lumps, man, and that's part of owning a store. Like, people don't always see everything that happens because you're not there to promote your struggles. You don't want no pity party. Like, you're there to, this is a feel-good situation. And so I would say the craziest thing other than that is just becoming, I always said that we as a brand, Mag Park has like kind of snuck in right before everybody else jumped into this trend, you know? And so I think we were one of the last brands that snuck in 2015. And I've just been super grateful of every single person that's ever like worked for us, every single, you know, creative content, you know, person like you guys that, you know, I've always looked up to your work and everything you got going on, along with all the different peers, right, that have come through, because it's just about the energy. And so I think that part is, I never realized that it would take that far, because there's literally kids who would come from out of the country or any part of this country and just be like telling their parents, like, I gotta go here before I go to Disneyland or whatever, you know?
You even take photos now, like, you know what I mean? So.
Well, I'll tell you right now, there's gonna be somebody pulling up here in the next month or two that's gonna be like, I came here because Richie was on this court. I came here because Tanner was on this court. That's the vibe that is here, you know, and people want to take that pic. So I'm grateful for that, you know, for sure.
You know, for anybody out there, you know, aspiring to eventually own a sneaker shop, maybe the audience out there is just really into sneakers, what is like one thing you would say they might not know about this whole journey?
One thing I learned early on is I can't do everything. You know, I account for my staff, I account for our accountant. You know, like, I'm not gonna sit here and do all the numbers. You gotta overview everything, and you have to have a strategy. You can't be consumed by only what you think will work. I love sneakers. I know the history. I've done all the research. I obviously watch the market really closely, but I never let my emotion take over the business side of it, you know, like, or else every size 12 would be sitting back here.
Do not put any of your collection up there.
AKA Richie's probably never ever going to open up a sneaker store because he's not selling at all no more. He's a collector now.
I now have too many regrets. You know, I've done 5 videos on sneaker regrets. I'm not selling anymore.
But you know what? It's dope that if you are into obviously shoes and sneakers and you started off with that and you figured out a way to make it a business while keeping all your sizes, that's the goal.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, the old trick, right, when you know a hot shoe, like buying one and buying 2 more to flip so yours comes out for free. That's like a quick one. And then there's always just like this sneaker world extends past shoes, right? Like it goes into apparel, goes into Kill the Hype hats, it goes into cause puzzles. I'll be honest with you, like, I've probably moved more cause art in the last month than I have sneakers.
All right, so what are your thoughts on like the climate of sneakers right now? Whether it's consignment shops, sneaker cons, you know, crazy amount of buyouts. Do you like what's going on? I mean, what are your overall thoughts?
I mean, look, I'm a fan of everybody right now. They're doing their thing. Everybody has their own style. Everybody has their own goals. Man, there's plenty of room, not only for the new shops, but like more to come. Yeah. And I think everybody's doing things in a different way. You know, there's gonna be this new trading card explosion that's happening right now. We've been on top of that for a while, dealing with limited art figures and different things like that. And I think what's important for any aspiring store owner, whether it's consignment or not, is just being able to shift. Because right now, like there was a time where Supreme was king and you could buy Supreme and slang it fast, and now they got invested into. They're making more product, they're opening other stores. Like
same with YouTube, like you dropped Supreme in the title, it was gonna get views, and now you gotta adapt and can't be just Supreme anymore.
No, you gotta do things the right way. And I'm not saying you can't do anything else. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it, make sure you know it so you can talk about it, because I'm not about to go buy some cards from somebody that doesn't even like, oh, let me look this up and look that up. You know what I mean? So just gotta know what you're doing.
All right, Makey, so thank you for showing us around today. I just gotta ask you for my last question, what is like one thing you would like to leave the audience with? Maybe it's a word of advice or just anything. What would it be?
Man, it's hard for me not to be corny about it, but it's always something along the lines.
Get the tissue out?
Yeah, right. No, I think it's just being honest, being humble, and being hungry. And that last H is hungry, not starving. Because sometimes you get a little desperate. You think you may not be able to figure things out, but you just got to continue to live off of those first three H's.
Principles, basically. Live by good values and principles. Especially like in this world of sneakers and a lot of relationships and stuff, you could really burn a lot of bridges. That could be your whole business.
100%.
So.
Kind of, gave me a little bit of hope to one day open up a nice little sneaker shop,
Let's do it.
The Weasel Park.
The Weasel Park.
All right, cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt.